Hey everybody, Debbie here from Easy Piano Styles. How are you today? Beautiful day here in Boston. But I want to get this e-notes done for you. Last week we were talking about bass lines, and I was actually talking with a student of mine, and she said that there was a little too much in that lesson. It was unclear, so I appreciated her input. So I'm going to slow it down here, and we're just going to focus on what to do when you have two chords in a measure. So last week we were doing I Could Write a Book, right? It was a C chord, A minor, D minor, and G. Very typical progression, 1, 6, 2, 5. So I'm just going to do one of the bass line techniques for you. So we have a C chord followed by the A. All right, so what we're going to do is a chromatic approach tone. You're approaching the keynote of the new chord by a half a step above or below the keynote. The keynote is the root of the chord. So if we're going from a C to an A, on beat 1 you plus the C. On beat 2 you would play a note that's a half a step above or below the A. So I'm going to choose A and A flat. And then we'll go up to the A on beat 3. On beat 4, we have a D minor chord. So what would be a half a step above or below a D minor? D would be, I could choose E flat, or I could choose C sharp. I'm going to choose E flat. And then I go to the keynote. Alright, that's for the D minor. Now we're approaching a G chord. So we're going to go up, and we're going to go a half a step below the G, I think we'll do, which is F sharp. Right, so we have a C chord for 2, A minor for the second chord, D minor for the next measure, first chord, and G the next one. So we have C, I'm going to go to here, there's our A, here we're approaching the D minor, and the G. Those are chromatic approach tones. Let's say we have something, the same kind of progression, but this time we'll do it in the key of G. So it would be a G, E minor, A minor, D7. 1, 6, 2, 5. G, E minor, A minor, D. So what would we do for that? Alright, so we'll start on the G. We have an E minor coming up, so I think I will go to here, the E flat. Okay, and then I will go, we're approaching the A, so I'll do this, G sharp, A, and then we need to get to the D, so I'll go way down there to the E flat, half step above the D. Okay. We could do it in a variety of ways. So if we're going to the E, instead of going to the E flat, we could go, that's a half a step above the E, right? G. Alright, then we're approaching the A, we could approach from above this time, the B flat. And then we want the D, I'll approach from there. It doesn't matter as long as you're doing a half a step above or below. And it's only going to work when you have two chords per measure. So we have the keynote, the approach tone, 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 the keynote. Alright, next week we'll take that and then we will add chords in the right hand for that. But I want to clarify that, make sure you understand the chromatic approach tone technique first. All right, have a wonderful day, everybody. I will talk to you next week. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Bye-bye.